267 yards of total offense, but only scored 20 points. Stabler gives to Campbell. Good running room up the middle. 26-yard line. Again, to give to Campbell, left side. He's got the first down and more. Finally, Jim LeClaire makes the stop. Oilers, ball in the 37. Stabler back to pass with time. Across the middle to Barber. Casper, 87. Dinkel makes the stop, but first down, Houston. Wilson, the fullback. Campbell, the setback. Cut back against the grain. Big yardage across into Cincinnati territory down to the Cincinnati 44-yard line. Campbell again behind Wilson. First down, twisting, turning. Finally stopped by Brian Hicks, number 27. Again, the I formation. Play action fake. There's Casper fumbles the ball. Cincinnati has recovered. Give us to Alexander behind the one good block. He's got a lot of running room down the right side. One man to beat. If he stays in bounds, he could be off. Cuts back against the grain, and the referee ruled that he went out of bounds around the 36, 37-yard line.
Alexander not very happy.
Trudeau. Anderson, play action. To Pete Johnson. A flag is down in the play. He's got a lot of running room. I think we've got a clip on Don Bass. Greg Bingham finally makes the stop, number 54.
Offensive pass interference, number 84. First down.
I call it right.
First and 20. Anderson back to pass. There's Alexander in the right flat. He gets one block. Ted Washington on the stop after a gain of 2 or 3.
Again, Glenn Bujnak out there with a great block.
Single setback. McAnally's in the game. Anderson in trouble. And finally, number 67, Big Mike Stensrud, pulls him down. Field. Anderson back to pass under a heavy rush. Out to Archie Griffin. Inside Houston territory down to the 46-yard line. He's stopped. So Cincinnati will have to punt. Big Robert Brazil was there making the tackle. They're starting deep in their own territory at the 8, first and 10. Play action fake. Stabler with time, has to move a little bit. And there's a wide open Mike Renfro at the 30-yard line. Dick Cherone on the stop. They say the snake doesn't have much mobility, but he had just enough to find Mike Renfro. Ball at their 30. I formation. Wilson the fullback. The give is to Campbell, the setback off the left side behind Leon Gray and left guard Bob Young. Gain of 4. 18 yards, touchdown pass, sight to Ozzie Newsome. Stabler attempting to throw the ball, intended for Barber, and we've got another interception, this time by number 57, Reggie Williams. Formation, McAnally in the game now. Curtis in the other slot. Over the middle to Pete Johnson, he's got the first down. Tripped up by Greg Bingham. Line. Anderson has to scramble to get out of trouble. There's Dan Ross, and a great reception at the 10. Sandwiched in between 2 defenders. Vernon Perry was one of them, number 32, and J.C. Wilson, the other, 33. But excellent, excellent concentration. Second and goal. Ball on the 8 now. Fake to Alexander. There's Archie Griffin open. He's a good little pass receiver. Knocked out of bounds around the 4-yard line by Greg Bingham. Ball on the 5. Alexander, one of the setbacks. So is Deacon Turner, number 22. Anderson has to scramble out of the pocket. Throws it short. Intended for Dan Ross. Will be attempting a 24-yard field goal. Levenseller, the holder. The snap is good. The kick is good. But there's a flag on the play. The score. And we've got a score here. Cincinnati 3, Houston nothing with 2:32 to go. We'll be back. An awful long time. Here's the give to Campbell. Finding running room on the right side. Houston has been able to move the ball, but 2 key turnovers. Second down and 5 for Houston. The give again to Campbell. A lot of room right up the middle. Bobby Young, number 63, and Ed Fisher, number 60, the 2 guards. Quarter. First and 10. Ball on their own 40-yard line. Quick give to Wilson up the middle, and he finds a lot of running room. A gain of 7 yards on the play. Second down and 3. on the 47-yard line of Houston. Give again to Campbell. He squirts through into Cincinnati territory down to the 40-yard line. Dick Jerome, anytime the safety is making a lot of tackles, you know they're in trouble. Again, Carpenter's in the game for Campbell. Play action fake. Stabler out to Tim Wilson. Cincinnati reads it well. He loses yardage on the play. 72 is checked into the game. Earl Campbell also back. I formation. Second down, 16. Renfro, the lone wide receiver. Little draw to Campbell. Jerome, from his free safety position, makes the stop after a gain of 4. Third down and 12. Barber now, motion right. Carpenter, the single setback. Stabler finds Carpenter over the middle. Trying to beat number 34, Lewis Frieden, but he couldn't get out of his grasp. 15 to go here in the second quarter if you've just joined us. Anderson play action fake. There's Isaac Curtis, great one-handed grab at the 45-yard line, knocked out of bounds by Bob Brazil, 52.
Now you know why Isaac Curtis been all pro. Did you see that reach down?
He jumps back to the eye. Again, play action. Blitz is on, and there's a wide open Dan Ross breaking one tackle and finally knocked out of bounds by 32 Vernon Perry.
4 and 4.
Anderson again to the airways. Whoa! He is snowed under by Bob Brazil. Anderson back to pass. Second down and 18. He finds Don Bass at the 25, pushed back by Stemrick. No touchdowns to show for it. Third and 14. Again back to pass. Pressure, overthrown, intended for Archie Griffin. Sunter, 10 for 16 on the year. The kick is off, and it is no good. Houston Oilers?
I think they got class.
They trail here now, late in the second quarter, as Earl Campbell is stuffed. Back deep for Cincinnati. He's standing at his own 26-yard line. Another line drive, but spiral-type punt, and drives Cleo Montgomery back to his 11. He's got running room. One man to beat. All that's left is Greg Bingham, and Bingham pulls him down. Half, and Cincinnati leads 3-0. The give is to Alexander. He's got room. He breaks a tackle, bounces outside, left side. Finally pulled down, but he gets the first down. It was number 27, Greg Stemrick. Cincinnati. Anderson back to pass. Straight drop back, and he is sacked. Brought down by Stensrud, his second sack of the day. He has been in that Cincinnati backfield all day long. Preceding announcement was furnished by the National Football League as a public service. And we've got an interception by Bob Brazil by number 52.
Kenny Anderson again in that situation of being forced to throw before he wants to. Tried to pick out his great wide receiver Isaac Curtis. And Bob Brazil, they say he doesn't have good hands, but when you throw it right to him, there's no way you can drop it. Brazil is 6th year out of Jackson State, an all-pro player, and he's smart too. He gets out.
Kenny Stabler trying to get something going here. Carpenter in the game for Campbell. He's going to throw the ball. There's Carpenter over the middle. Good receiver across midfield. Tries to break one tackle. Finally, Greg Bright, number 27, pulls him down from behind. Defense. Carpenter, the single setback, is Stabler hits Casper at the 40. Down to the 35-yard line. Timeout and a first down for Houston. Back to pass. Johnson open. At the 21, makes one move and is brought down. But first down, and they're going to call another timeout. Back rod, Carpenter. Renfro in motion. Stabler back to pass. There's Barber. Gain of about 3. Clock's running. They'll got to huddle up real quick. Long. 34-yard attempt. The kick is up. He doesn't hit it very well, but it's good. And the game is tied at 3 with just 4 seconds remaining on the clock here in the first half. It is Houston 3, the Cincinnati Bengals 3. We'll have more action in the second half. We'll be right back. Wilson and Campbell. Play action. Stabler with time. Rushed by LeClaire. Finds Wilson for the first down. Out to the 45-yard line.
Stabler took a wrap on that one, but he waited long enough so Wilson could clear the linebacker.
People. First and 10. Give us a Campbell. There he gains some yardage and first down. He breaks it. He could be gone. Only Ray Griffin the beat. Griffin catches up with him, but not in time. Sensational run by Earl Campbell, assisted by a block by Mike Renfro. Listen to the crowd. And now, with 12-11 left to go here in the third quarter, has opened up a 7-point margin, 10-3. We'll be back with more action between the Oilers and Bengals right after this. Pros 3 if you count Dave Casper, but watch the blocking of Leon Gray and Bobby Young.
And I'd take those two guys to dinner if I was Earl Campbell. He's the one that opened it up. And again, that low center of gravity causes him to break tackles. And again, people don't remember that Earl Campbell is very swift. He's quick. Ray Griffin is no slowpoke. Look at, he gets a stiff arm in the face, and Campbell's in the end zone, 55 yards. Look at those stats.
In the third quarter, Anderson back to pass. There's Alexander. Good play. Robert Brazil. Don't fool him often. He was ready for Alexander. And on a scrimmage, they got the punt return on. End over end kick. Roach is at his 40. Across the 35. Tried to bounce out to the 50. But Ron Simpkins, number 56, made the stop.
AFC.
Renfro, motion right. 2 tight end offense. Give us the Campbell. There he goes. Knocked out of bounds inside Cincinnati territory, 34-yard line. Number 12. Got the Oilers on the move. Give to Campbell again. He had the safety blitz on. That was 47, Greg Bright, who reached Campbell first in the backfield. But again, a mismatch. 3rd and 4. Coleman in the game now, 47. Stabler's looking for him. Gallant effort by Ronnie Coleman. He's a super pass receiver and a good running back. 7th year out of Alabama A&M. He was a single wing quarterback when John Stallworth played down there. He's really quite a character. Here's the kick. It's up. It is long enough. It is good. And so now the Oilers have jumped out on top, 13-3. A 46-yard field goal by Tony Fritsch. It's the Oilers by 10. Stay with us. Having things their way.
Seattle hadn't lost on the road all year either.
1st and 10. Here's Anderson in trouble. Stensrud applied the initial pressure, 67. He's got 3 sacks already. Is in the game now. He replaced Tim Wilson. He's at fullback. Give us a Campbell, but there's Jimmy LeClaire to nail Campbell in the backfield. And him a little bit. Again, I formation. 2 tight ends. Give to Campbell. On 2nd down, he's got running room. Beats Ken Riley. He's got the first down, and Reggie Williams, 57, had to pull him down from behind. That's Ross Browner right out of the play. 1st and 10 Oilers in Cincinnati territory. They give us to Campbell again, who prior to that carry had 173 yards and 19 carries. 3 yards. Stabler. He's got Barber. Barber fights for the first down and some more. His 4 TD passes have been to the tight end, the other one being Castor. Here's the give to Campbell. Campbell's got more running room. Reggie Williams, 57, turns the play inside and makes the tackle.
And again, they're running off that left side.
Pass protection. Here's Stabler. Again, the give to Campbell. Whitley hit him first. Wasn't enough. Jim LeClaire had to finish him off. So far, they lead 13-3. They have the ball, and so does Earl Campbell. He bangs up the middle, close to the first down. Let's see how they unpile and where the referee spots it. For the Oilers on this 4th down situation, he's in motion. There's the give to Campbell. Oh. He's got it. He has got it.
Action pass.
Renfro in motion right. Give us a Campbell. He's on a hot streak, I'll tell you. 2nd and 5. There goes Campbell again. First down, Houston inside the Cincinnati 10.
He needed a 55-yard run for the only touchdown today. He's almost at 200, isn't he, Earl?
1st and 8. Ball on the 8. Give us to Carpenter. He's tough around the goal line. Had a big 10-yard touchdown run against Tampa Bay last week. That won it for the Oilers in the 4th and final quarter. Oilers trying to pour it on Cincinnati.
If Earl Campbell gets 200 yards, it'll be only the second man in NFL history that back-to-back 200 yards. The other guy, O.J.
He's got the touchdown. From 3 yards out, Earl Campbell goes over 200 yards to the score. 202 yards.
Run over the left side with the big guys. Nobody even touched him, Mike.
And there's nothing Cincinnati can do to stop it. They know he's going left and call Earl Campbell. We'll be right back after this. 26, big third down situation. Anderson, straight drop back. Little pass out to Charles Alexander. I'll tell you, Bob Brazil has played just unbelievable. He was a consensus All-Pro. Look at that. Here's McAnally's punt. Bounces, gets a Cincinnati bounce. Carl Roaches fields it. Knocked out of bounds at the 45-yard line where the Oilers will take over. They hold a 20-3 lead. Territory once again. Bengals, look at that statistic. They've been penalized for 61 yards. It's hurt quite a bit. Fake pitch to Campbell. Quick give to Carpenter up the middle. Gain of about 2.
Here's
second and 1 yard. Campbell gets the first down. Fumbles the ball. Coleman picks it up. Number 47, Ronnie Coleman. Couldn't quite see what happened there.
ball popped out. Coleman picked it up. And I'll tell you, Cincinnati, when it rains, it pours. Everything going wrong for them. Take a look now. It's 3rd and short.
It was Coleman and not Campbell carrying the ball in the 3rd and 1 situation.
Down in the bottom of the pile. Ball pops out. He never touched the ground. That's what it was. Spun out of there and even fooled the referee and the line judge.
I can't believe the referees didn't blow the play dead.
And Earl's got 202.
They've taken him out, replaced him with Ronnie Coleman. Good idea. Give him a little rest. He's got nothing else to prove. Coleman bangs inside the 15-yard line down to about the 13, where it'll be 3rd down and 5. 3rd and 5. Stabler, play action. Carpenter, good block on Reggie Williams. There's the pass to Barber. He drops the ball, but Ken Riley really gave him a lick. Kick is good. It is up, and it is good. So Fritz now is 3 for 3 this afternoon and has increased the Houston Oilers lead to 23-3. And it looks as though the Oilers, barring a miraculous Cincinnati comeback, Michael, are going to be wind up tied with the Cleveland Browns. An outstanding afternoon. 2nd down 4. Anderson. There's somebody relatively deep. Dan Ross, the tight end. He picks up the first down. 20. Anderson. To Deacon Turner. Hit by Brazil. Breaks his tackle. Breaks 2 tackles. And gets the first down. He got out of Bob Brazil's grasp. 45-yard line. That's where the ball rests. Anderson. Going to Turner. Ball pops out of his hands and into the hands of number 27. Or 37, Mike Reinfeldt. Reinfeldt has just come up with his first interception of the season.
And he led the NFL last year, and there's a few high fives.
This game, Brian's got all the scores and highlights from today's games around the NFL. Cincinnati trailing here 23-3 late in the 4th quarter as Kenny Anderson hits Charles Alexander. 1st and 10, ball at their own 33. Anderson back to pass. There's Don Bass. If I'm not mistaken, Mr. Statistician, then is Mr. Bass's first reception of the day. Anderson back to pass. 2nd and 6, out to Charles Alexander, who's been a busy back all afternoon. Clock still running, 2:21, 2:20. Jason, 3rd and 3 for Cincinnati. And he fumbles the ball. Jesse Baker picks it up, but the whistle had blown. Jesse Baker looking for a little touchdown glory.
Ball was whistled dead, and no, they say it's a recovery by Houston.
3rd and 10. Thompson across the middle, intercepted. Jack Tatum has picked off his 4th pass.